Hello guys, Christmas here, and today for you guys I have a Drytron FTK deck profile. So 90% of the list is pretty similar to every other list out there, but I put some cards in which just make you auto win if you go first and you open draw and lock bird. Uh, it's an FTK because it's really hard to stop. The only way they can stop it is by having red reboot on Tricked Reincarnation, which is impossible, or if they have Ash and Droplet in hand, which is really unlikely, because even if they have, in perfect scenario, they have Ash for Reincarnation, then when you negate their Ash with Herald, they still have Forbidden Droplet. They still have to have 3 more cards in hand, with which they must make their board and out yours, because you have a follow-up. So let's get right into it. I won't talk a lot about Drytron cards. I play triple alpha, triple zeta, 2 delta and 1 gamma. This is pretty normal. 3 copies of orange light, that's pretty normal as well, and 3 copies of draw. Even if I didn't play this FTK version, I would still play triple draw. It's really good. It beats the best deck, plus you can normal summon it and overlay it into XYZ like Lyrical, which then goes into Zeus, so it's a really good card. 1 Dawn Knight, pretty standard. 1 Manju, you have to play him in case your Zeta gets negated. You can search him, and with him you can search your ritual spell. For the fusion I play Ultimateness. This card is really strong. Triple Benton and Atash for going second. And I cut the Vanity Ruler, which people usually play for Trickster Candina. I will explain the combo a bit later, but the thing is, if you play Vanity Ruler, it's not that good of a card if you go second. Kinda the same like Candina. Candina is a bit better than Vanity Ruler. They're both light and fairy, so they can be used for Herald of Orange Light, and they can be easily accessed through Benton. But the thing is, with Vanity Ruler, sometimes you can lose. They might open Droplet, they might open Dark Ruler no more, and you just lose. But with this combo, as I said, every time you win. Okay, so for the more consistency cards, I play 3 copy Veradao. This is basically like any Drytron name or draw. So I find it really good. It's like playing, you have like 6 draw and you just need to open 1 when you go first. Or you can always search the Drytron cards. And the thing is, it's not once per turn. That makes it a bit better than cards like this, which can only be activated once per turn. Triple Preparation, Foolish, another copy of Drytron. Emergency, Noah, 3 copies, and I cut 1 Fafnir. I think out of all of these cards which get Drytron to hand or summon it, this one is the worst, because this one plays really badly against draw. 1 Meta on his Drytron and 1 Reincarnation, which you need for the combo. If you go second, you can always cut Candina and Reincarnation, or maybe you can cut Reincarnation for light stage against some certain matchups. But I mean, this is the only, let's say, real brick. Even though it's not a brick, if you go first, you didn't open combo and you open Reincarnation, you can still set it. If you properly use it, it can win you the game on its own. Plus, you can send it with Nightmares or Ningirsu, and you have like Grave Effect to Reborn Candina. It's not that bad of a brick. Side deck is pretty relevant, right? There are a lot of Eldritch variants, so I play triple copies of Evenly Match, Dark Ruler for the Mirror Match, Cosmic Cyclone for the back row decks, Light Stage the same, you can keep Candina, cut Reincarnation, put Light Stage in. Lancia and Purple Light, these are both good, but I play them only because they're light fairies, so you can, I don't know, against certain matchups you can be cut orange, 1 orange light, put purple, or against Dino you can put Lancia and, I don't know, cut something else. But the thing is, if you go first you win. You don't really have to side something like if you're afraid of Dark Ruler to side Imperial Order because they're not going to stop your combo. And Triple Ash, the most generic hand trap. In certain matchups, draw is not good when you go second, so you cut the draw for Ash. And that's the good thing about this deck. I mean, these cards are needed for you to combo off, but I mean, they're really good going second this format. So it's not like this card is a break. For the extra deck, the most important card is definitely Shamoji Soldier. So this is how I will now explain how the FTK works. So basically, if you open draw and the rest of the hand is playable, you go through the standard Drytron combo with Union Carrier Dawn Knight. Then you tribute it off to summon Herald. Or no, you summon Benton, then you tribute Benton for Gamma. Gamma reburns something. And then you overlay the Gamma and Drytron, which you reborn for this card. Use its effect, first effect. At the start of your opponent's standby phase, each player draws one card. And then when it's their turn, they will draw for a draw phase. Standby phase, this card will resolve. You and your opponent will both draw a card. And then at the resolution, you will activate Reincarnation Chain Link 1 and draw Chain Link 2, and the game is over. They can't really use Ash on this because you will have Ultimateness for negates. Droplet on Ultimateness doesn't do nothing because the Reincarnation just resolves. It's really hard to stop, and it's really easy to get access to it because like all you need, okay, basically you just need draw in hand. Because if you play your Drytrons properly, you will outbend and you can search the Candina. Candina normal summon searches Reincarnation. Then you can like link Candina, this light fairy for carrier or something, continue your combo. The same goes for this. You summon it, use its first effect, and afterwards you just link it off its light fairy. You can make carrier with it, make Herald of Mirage Lights. That's the card I mostly summon. So yeah, so that's the most important card in the extra deck, and that's the biggest thing that separates my deck from the usual vanity ruler type decks. It's basically Trickster, two Trickster cards, Varadaus, and this card. One of Fucho and one a Lyrical. Both are pretty good. Rank 1s, Down Nerd, Zeus. I won't be really talking much about these cards because you can find it on any Drytron profile. Zeus, Link Kuribo, Anima, Herald, Union Carrier, Cross Ship, Phoenix, Cerberus. Ningirsu is much better than Unicorn because you can send from the field your field spell or Reincarnation. Boreal Sword and Access Code. And why this combo is, this is FTK because, so basically on their turn, they draw for Shamoji Soldier, you use Reincarnation draw and they have nothing in hand. And maybe, I mean, if they don't scoop from there, so they will just pass. At their end phase, you will use Reincarnation's Grave effect to reborn Candina. That's important because you can't really use this on your turn because of the Drytron restrictions, but you can use it on theirs. So reborn Candina, then it's your turn. From the last turn, you will still have the Herald, a link to, or maybe not even Herald, maybe some other link to, but mostly this, and Candina, which you reborn, and Herald of Ultimateness. So 4 monsters. Then you use the Drytron Gamma to tribute Ultimateness and reborn another Drytron name. Then you will link the Herald, the Drytron Gamma, and the Candina into Boreal Sword. And Boreal Sword plus any Drytron is a game, right? That's 8000 damage. And the thing is, Gamma reborns itself to defense, but the monster it reborns, it summons with its effect can be summoned to attack position. So that's how you game them. I didn't see anyone play this version of Drytron. I mean, you can call it Drytron Trickster, Drytron FTK. It's really hard to stop. just makes that you, if you go first, you surely win. Like there's not gonna happen like, oh, they opened Dark Ruler no more, they opened Droplet, oh no, they set 5 cards and they had, I don't know, Solemn Strike and Torrential Tribute, they were able to play it. No, it's game over. When you go off, you go off and it's over, and you didn't really um, lose any consistency, any power. It's pretty much like every other list you've seen. You still have 6 cantrips when you go second. Candina is not that bad. When you go second, you can summon it, search this, make Nightmare, let's say Phoenix, pop something by sending Reincarnation. Effect Reincarnation, you can't use it, my bad. That's the only problem, but it's still light fair. You can send it with Herald. So, and with game 2 and 3 against certain matchups, you can cut Candina and Reincarnation for, I don't know, let's say double Ash, and just play the normal Drytron deck. It's not like you lost anything with this version. And certain matchup like Light Stage is the best card you can have, and you always have Benton, and Benton means you always have Candina, and Candina can search you Light Stage, which you can like um, disrupt their back row. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any other question, feel free to ask. Please subscribe, leave a like, and come and join and watch me play Yu-Gi-Oh on Twitch.tv Christmas 6. I'll put it on the description. I stopped playing on Dueling Book. I'm mostly playing in real life with my friends, so you can come and watch. Thank you guys. Bye.